So as we all found out yesterday, Trump decided that he wants to try to get rid of mail-in ballots because Putin told him they were fraudulent. You know, the same enemy dictator whom he had to take a pause from his meeting with European leaders yesterday in order to call him, probably to say,
"What is thy bidding, my master?"
But now, because he was discussing election tactics with Putin, Putin told him that he has to get rid of absentee ballots. Because despite all evidence to the contrary, Putin says absentee ballots are fraudulent. This is coming from a guy who has people held at gunpoint while they vote. So Trump went on Turd Social, where he conducts all of his foreign policy, I guess, and he says, "I'm going to lead a movement to get rid of mail-in ballots and highly inaccurate voting machines," which are also not highly inaccurate. He is once again just pushing his stupid bullshit lies about 2020. Because remember, in 2024, we had voting machines and we had mail-in ballots, and supposedly he won. So is he saying that his win was illegitimate? Pick a lane, Donnie, because you can't say that everything was fraudulent, yet you won in a landslide. A 1.5% landslide. Now, can Trump unilaterally do this? No, he does not have the power to do this. He said, "Remember, the states are merely an agent for the federal government in counting and tabulating votes. They must do what the federal government, as represented by the President of the United States, tells them." Unsurprisingly, he's fucking wrong. Several legal experts have come forward to say the president does not have the right to dictate how states run their elections. The way that our elections are run via the Constitution, the states have full control over how they set their election rules. Congress can enact the federal laws, but they still have to follow that process. This really shouldn't have to be said, but the Founding Fathers understood, for obvious reasons, that one of the people who is a contestant in the contest should not be dictating the rules. It is a massive conflict of interest that even a 4-year-old could understand. And this is all happening while the rest of us diligently wait, a fucking eternity for them to finally get around to releasing the Epstein files. Because while the MAGA always love to claim that all Democrats are pedophiles, we once again have another case of a conservative Republican who is against the LGBTQ, who resigned after being arrested for distributing inappropriate material involving children. Once again, not a drag queen, not a Democrat. But while Trump is trying to distract away from Epstein in any way that he possibly can, his newest bluster is that he's going to sign an executive order to get rid of mail-in ballots and voting machines, which he does not have the power to do. Donald Trump does not have the power to get rid of mail-in ballots and voting machines.
Everybody got that?